Would you take a look at Romans 5:7? Romans 5:7. Here Apostle Paul said, "For scarcely for a righteous man will one die, yet peradventure, or perhaps, for a good man some would even dare to die." So scarcely for a righteous man will one die, and then it says, perhaps for a good man some would even dare to die. So is there a difference between a righteous man and a good man? Some commentators think it's just synonymously used phrases, righteous man and good man. However, some other commentators, which I tend to agree, this is not really synonymously used, but it shows a difference. They are not against one another, they are not opposing, but there's a difference. So here, when Paul said, scarcely for a righteous man will one die, and then he said, for a good man some would even dare to die. There's a difference, isn't it? Now, what's that difference? Well, a righteous man or a just man is one who does what is right by keeping the law of God. Well, one might even say nobody is righteous on his own, so it is an imputed righteousness or received righteousness. However, we know a man who was made righteous by God will want to please God. So here I don't think Paul or anyone suggests that righteous man is one who works his way to be saved by doing right. That's not what it means. It simply means one who receives God's grace, one who is saved, living right with God. Okay, so he's trying to keep a standard to be right according to God's will. But who is a good person? A good person goes beyond being right with God. A good person would engage not only in living right, but also showing kindness, generosity to others. There's a warmth of expression of love and care and blessing to others. Not only living rightly with God's standard, but also showing that rightness with God in a very exuberant, exciting way, making it available to others or extending it to others. So a righteous man and a good man here shows the difference. An innocent man may be free from a guilt of a crime, but a good man is not only free from the guilt of a crime, but he is worthy of praise for being tender-hearted, kind, and liberal or generous toward others. Innocent man, not necessarily generous. An innocent man can be one who is free from doing something wrong. But a good man, not only free from wrong things, he also extends kindness to others.
Bible Witness Media Ministry, a ministry of Gethsemane Bible Presbyterian Church, Singapore.